I was mixing for you, but
Relax.
Hey guys, welcome to our 10K Club Hangout. My name is Pam Lawhorn. Messed up my name. My name is Pam Lawhorn, and I'm actually going to be your host for tonight. What we're going to do is talk to you about how you can copy and paste your way to 10K or more a month. And what I want to do is introduce you to our fabulous panel that we have with us tonight. So, well, let me start off first by telling you a little bit about myself and how I ended up with this business. So I've actually been online for, I think, about 8 years. I've actually got to figure this out a little bit. I think it's been a little bit over 8 years. I've been online, and I started off doing coaching and consulting and working with other coaches and consultants. And I actually got a little burnt out from working online and needed to find something else to do. 10K Club Hangout. My name is Pam Lawhorn. That was me. And what I needed to do was find a different way to be able to earn money online, and got into a few different other companies, and it just honestly didn't work for me. And primarily, the main reason was because I was the one making money, my team wasn't making money, and it just wasn't a good fit for me. I ended up at DS Domination back in October, early part of October, and when I first started, I honestly was doing something else, and I didn't really take it as serious as I needed to, and kind of played around with it for a few months. And the crazy thing that happened is I was doing stuff on eBay and selling stuff and not really taking the business part of it really serious, and kind of accidentally started making money. And by the time, I think, middle of December came around, I was making a whole lot of money without even realizing it. And fast forward to today, I'm making a full-time income, literally. And when I say full-time income, I make a month now what some people make in a year, which we'll get into that a little bit later on. And this has really been probably the best thing I've ever done in my life, literally, as far as professionally. So what I want to do is introduce some of my fabulous team members to you. They're going to tell you a little bit about themselves, and then we're going to talk to you a little bit more about this great company that we're with and tell you how you can get involved with us tonight. So I'm going to start over to my left and introduce you to Jen Glidden and let her tell you how she got involved with this company and give you a little bit about her background. So Jen, take the mic for us, please.
Hey Pam, thank you so much for having me tonight. I'm really excited to be here and excited to see everyone watching us this evening. If you're watching the recording, welcome. And my name is Jen Glidden. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm here with my husband and my son, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've done a number of different businesses in the past, including real estate, photography, internet marketing, and all of those things have brought me to the point where I decided to take a look at this 1995 training and just apply it. And with that, I've actually been doubling my income almost every month, and this month I'm on track to make $10,000. So you may hear income claims or things like that tonight, results that we're having. That is not a guarantee of income. That is not a guarantee of results. It's just to provide you with an idea of what is possible. And what I'd like to share with people who are watching right now tonight is that if you've had this dream out there, you know that you can create pipeline money, and maybe you've tried other things in the past that haven't turned out the way that you wanted them to. This is a system that if you just commit to it and start working at it and apply yourself, I'm not talking about back-breaking labor, I'm not talking about working ridiculous hours, I'm talking about a few hours a day just applying yourself consistently in this business, and it produces amazing, amazing results. I've never seen a business model like this. I studied business in college, and it's been absolutely fantastic for me, my family, and the best part about it is that as my team is growing, which I had never grown a team before in the past, they're also seeing results. They're also growing their incomes and you know, learning more, buying more training, getting more results. So it's really, really exciting to see that on the affiliate front. But you don't have to be an affiliate to be able to make a full-time income with this program. You can just sell on eBay or even sell on Amazon, as one of our trainings teaches. So that's a little bit about me. Thanks for having me share tonight, Pam. Always good to see you all.
So Jen, let me ask you a couple questions. So I know you and I have similar backgrounds. We were both in real estate. So how did you end up coming to DS Domination? What attracted you to this business?
So we were doing real estate. My husband and I were doing real estate investing. We were mainly fixing up houses and selling them. We had contractors fixing up the houses. I wasn't swinging a hammer, but from the real estate, moved into internet marketing because that was part of how we marketed our real estate business. And then when I became pregnant with my son, we kind of decided, well, I'll stay at home and not be managing these projects around town. So I knew that the internet had a lot of power, but I struggled for a while, you know, making cheesy websites, stuff like that, and never really got the traction that I had seen in those sales videos, right? We've all seen the sales videos. We've all sat in conference rooms and heard about what is possible. But when I kept seeing all these testimonials, all this proof every day on Facebook. And so finally I decided, okay, I will look at it, I'll go through it, I'll give it a fair trial. So I listed some items. I went through the videos. I listed some items. Within 24 hours, I had my first eBay sale, and I've never seen success like that right away. And so with that little seed of success, and then seeing all the success on the team, it really opened my mind to how this business model works, the possibilities behind it, and honestly, I feel like we're still just barely at the door of this gold mine. I mean, the opportunity is practically unlimited.
I would agree. So you didn't have any previous experience on eBay, correct?
Years ago, I had sold some things out of the house, and in our real estate business, I had sold a house on eBay, but that was the extent of my experience. So I wasn't a regular eBay seller, but actually, now that you mention it, yesterday I became a bronze power seller. So that's really exciting.
Congratulations. Yeah, I had dabbled in eBay a little bit before, like you, maybe sold a few things, but this was really my first time doing it consistently. So I was really surprised at how easy the system was, and that it was literally the copying and pasting, and that I was able to follow it. So thanks so much, Jen. I love hearing your story, and especially for people like us who come from a totally different background where our careers kind of shifted and we needed to find something different to do. This is a great transitional business for people to go into. So thanks so much for sharing your story.
I agree. Thanks, Pam.
Alrighty. Hi, Carrie, Mr. Excitement. How are you doing this evening, sir? You don't have your mic on.
Wait, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right, all right, all right. Well, you already know. You already know how I do. What's going on, guys? Thank you so much, Pam. What's going on, everybody? It's Kerry, Mr. Excitement, out of the Bronx, New York, and I am totally super excited about being here on this panel tonight. 10K, okay? Man, let me tell you, if it wasn't for me keeping in contact with a good friend, Reginald Stinson, I wouldn't be here right now. If somebody would have told me that, hey, Kerry, do you know 6 months from now, you wouldn't be doing whatever that other thing you was doing where you really wasn't making no money because you had to recruit a whole lot of people, and I know you can recruit some people, but your people can't recruit people. But 6 months from now, you're going to be like selling on eBay. Man, I would have told you, get out of here, man. That's for grandmothers. I really thought eBay was just for, just for grandmothers, people staying at home, crocheting. They crochet their little stuff and sell it up on eBay. Or when you want to empty out your garage set, do a garage, empty out the stuff in the garage and make room. That's what I thought, eBay was. But by looking at, what Reginald was doing, I was so still in the clouds in my other business where I really thought I could make it. A lot of times we join a business and we think that this is the end of the road right here. This is going to be it. This is going to get you, to the financial freedom that you want. And it's real funny because DS Domination doesn't have that luster, that shine, like a lot of opportunities, out there. It's just it's bright, but it's not that bright to where it's like hypey bright. You've seen it before. You've seen the companies. You've seen the companies that really hype you up. They get you so hyped, the flashy cars, their videos are like 4K HD, and you just, oh my God, I want to join this company. Look at the back office. Have you seen the back office? No, this is not one of those. This is just like, okay, it's a back office. As long as my money adds up right, that's all I care about. Okay? As long as the videos play and I follow what the video said, that's all I care about. I don't get hyped over, oh, look how great the back office looks. Look how great the front website looks. None of that puts real money in your pocket. And a lot of times we get blinded or we get pitched because, it's just like, the vacuum cleaner sales guy that comes to your door. You don't really need that $1,500 vacuum. You really didn't know that, right? Because we just paid off one of the ones that we had. But as soon as you get him in the door and he starts talking about bed bugs and starts shampooing the floor and he says, oh, let me go over here to the mattress. Next thing you know, you're hyped up. You're like, wow, this vacuum does all that? $1,500 for a vacuum, you buy it. Same thing with opportunities. We look at certain opportunities and we don't look at them with logic. We look at them with excitement like, oh my God, what did this person do? And when I see what really got me is when I saw on Reggie's newsfeed, he referred somebody into the domination that we both knew for years had zero recruiting capability and almost zero internet marketing capability, and that person sold something and they signed somebody up. I said, wait a minute. I'm not the brightest bulb in the box, but if that person that we known for years that was never able to sponsor anybody in the 3 or 4 companies that they followed us into, never able to really sell anything, signed somebody up and sold something, I said, wait a minute. There's something here for the average person, and that's what really got me excited because I lost a lot of friends in the home business war. We're going to call it the home business war, because, you get people in, you're friends for like a little bit, they don't do nothing, they fade away, they don't answer your phone anymore. You see them on Facebook, they block you. Que sera, sera. But thank God for DS Domination and the simplicity. And when I really started to focus on exactly what Roger told me to do, exactly the way, I didn't shortcut the shortcut. I followed the videos, cha-ching, 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 and to hit. I'm at, income disclaimer, your results may vary, but $11,000 in lifetime earnings. And I've been adding up all my little whatever you call that thing for tax time, okay? And I had to add like from this company over here that I was in for like 6 months, and then I found then another company mailed me another one that I totally forgot about. I'm like, oh, I made money in that one, and I add that together, and then this third one over here, add that together. Like I had like 3 or 4 W-9s because we kind of go through that. Some of you may have not been through that, but some of the veterans on here in a 12-month period, you probably did about 2.5 businesses. you know. And when I added all of the W-9s up, they didn't even scratch the surface of where I am right now in DS Domination in 6 months. So I am truly, highly grateful that I can finally, everybody that joins the Unit of Prosperity, our team, DS Domination, is making money, and I'm helping average people, as many average people. I mean, great. I love to sign up Reginald Stinson or Pam, you know. But if I don't, guess what? There's about 100,000 plus average people right now looking for something real, and this right here is the realest and simplest thing that anybody can do. And that's why I decided to say, you know what? Everything else, cut off. I'm 120% focus. Like Eric Thomas says, you got to put 120% focus in one thing and make it and ride or die. I'm ride or die right here.
Carrie, you know, I love one of the things that you just said, which is that average people are winning in this program. I mean, winning really big time. Now, I haven't been in, I mean, some of you guys have some war stories for real, like big time. See, I'm not tainted like some of you guys, so I hear your stories and I'm like, wow, I've really been blessed because I had like 1 year and I've hit a couple bumps, but realistically, I haven't done all that. So I don't have the same war stories, but listening to some of you guys, I can see how some of the ups and downs. I mean, I would have really ran away. I probably would have went and got a job. Well, okay, I take that back. I wouldn't have went and got a job. That sounds good. But realistically, I'm unemployable. But I would have had to do something else. But some of you guys have been around for like a lot of years and really trying. So, I mean, I really commend you. But the truth of the matter is, it really is everyday average people really winning in this business. And what I like most about it, and this is what something I really want to emphasize, is that you don't have to be like a big-time recruiter. You don't have to come in and have years of network marketing experience, because you can really just make money on eBay. I was just telling someone the other day is that if you don't want to recruit, you don't have to, because you could just make money selling on eBay. And the great thing about this program is you can make 6 figures on eBay. You know, you can make 6 figures if you wanted to recruit. You can make 6 figures if you wanted to upgrade into one of the other programs and do Amazon. I mean, there are so many different options just within this one business that you can just pick and choose. I mean, it's such an incredible opportunity. I mean, the owners of this company, I don't even know if they knew it at the time, but they were just creating a genius program with so many different elements in it. I mean, it really is great, and it just provides so many different elements and layers to it so that people have the opportunity to earn on so many different levels. Wouldn't you agree?
Man, the different levels, you know, when they say multiple streams of income, I'm gonna break the rules here, guys. I'm breaking the rules.
Break the rules.
I'm breaking the rules tonight, guys. I am addicted to multiple streams of income.
Tell it.
Now, let me tell you. I sold a bunk bed. That's one income stream.
Y'all make some notes now. Bunk bed sale.
Bunk control helicopter. That's another income stream. I sold a thermos that kind of looked like this. This was like my first sale was like a thermos. Yep. That's another income stream. So guys, when people say, I like multiple streams of income, we got it right here. I spoke to Jen earlier. She has like 100 income streams up, you know, on Amazon. I was just like, you got 100 up on Amazon? I was like, what? I said, I haven't even gotten to the Amazon part yet, and you're killing it over there. Yeah. I said, this is what I'm talking about. And I said, wait a minute, you still got your eBay side of your business? So that means you're selling 100 products on Amazon.com, and you're selling about 200, 300 products on eBay. I'm like, this is all the multiple income streams, guys, that you need. Because you know what? Here's the reality. You're probably in a business right now. It's going to happen to you because it happened to me. When you're not producing and your sponsor calls you, this is one of the home business landmines you step on. You look at the caller ID and you say, oh no, it's my sponsor. I have not sold anything. I have not signed nobody up. And you take your finger and you swipe it that way, or you swipe it that way, or you press one of those little light up buttons and you send your sponsor the voicemail. Because you're so ashamed that I have nothing to report. When I call my team, guess what? They pick up the phone, because it's not about, oh my God, how many people did you sign up today? You know, what's the report? What's the report? How's it down there? No, it's nothing like that. They're happy to talk to me because guess what? The pressure of recruiting is not on their back. And even if they haven't made a sale because they're new, they say, hey, Kerry, I'm doing pretty good. I got my items up. I'm working on redoing my titles, and it's really coming together. They answer my phone call because there's no pressure in DSD to say, oh my God, how many people did you recruit? Did you recruit anybody? Did you sell any boxes of soap or whatever? None of that. And you don't have to worry, you know, about, oh my God, my sponsor's checking in on me. Should I send him the voicemail? Because you know what happens? You send your sponsor the voicemail a couple of times, guess what? He's going to stop calling, and guess what happens to you? You quit the business. People don't quit here because they make their $19.95 back normally within 30 days. And I'm stretching right now. I'm giving you an extra 25 days, you know, to make your $19.95 back. So when you're making your investment back into your education of your business, guess what happens? You don't quit.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
80% retention rate. That's how we doing it, baby. 80% retention rate. No recruiting needed unless you know want to share it with other people. And that's one thing I gotta say real quick, Pam, is that my heart right now, when I'm talking to somebody, when somebody Facebooks me or whatever, when you're talking with a given spirit, because you know what you're offering the person is not lies. And I don't want to say everything out there is a lie, but everything out there is like half truth, half hypey lie. You can honestly look somebody in the face and say, listen, you do not have to recruit in order to make money. Just copy and paste. Trust me, we got the UOP, Unit of Prosperity Group, that's going to be there to help you. And we got Roger's training that's there. We got everything in place. And if you follow what I tell you, you will make money. And when you don't have to come from a level of, I'm really lying to the person. Some people say, you know what, I know they really got to recruit, but I'm going to tell them they don't got to recruit. There's a lot of companies like that. This is not one of those, and I'm so happy I can share it with a free spirit, free conscience, because when you look in the mirror at the end of the night and you just signed somebody up in this shady, I almost said ASS, the shady deal, okay, where they have to recruit to make money. You lied to them. You didn't tell them the truth, but you put the money in their face. You put the Bentleys, the cars, the helicopters to try to smooth over the recruiting. You did something wrong. Have integrity. Unit of Prosperity has integrity. DS Domination has integrity. Roger has integrity. We're in an integrity business. Copy and paste. That's all I got to say. Drop the mic. Come on back to me later, guys, because I'm happy. You already know my theme song, right?
Guys, and at this point, if you have not already become a member of our team, let me tell you, it will be the best decision that you could ever make. So the person who sent you here today, they did it because they care about you and they want to help you have a better financial future. So click on the link below, join our team, partner with the Unit of Prosperity right now, and you will be happy that you did. So click on the link below and get started today, and it will be the best decision you've ever made, promise you. So with that being said, let me go over here and speak with Miss Rachel Kelly. How are you doing, lady? We can't hear you. It's that delayed mic thing, I tell you.
Hey, Pam, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you, honey?
I'm doing awesome, awesome. So I'm excited to be here with you all. Thank you very much for having me to come out and join you, as always. It's always a great experience.
So we talk often, and I know a little bit about your story, but please share with all of our team and everyone that's kind of watching tonight how you got involved with DS Domination and a little bit about your journey.
Okay, a little bit about me. I came out here. What are you laughing at? I came out in about, let's see, well, let me back up a little bit. It's been a long journey. I started out in internet marketing, I don't know, probably about 13 years ago, 13, 14 years ago, something like that. Didn't have, well, I had success for a minute offline, doing, you know, house parties, things of that nature. After my son was born, I went through like a 6-year depression. So I decided, you know, I finally came out. I said, you know, I'm going to go online and, you know, make money there so that I can, you know, just going to pick back up and, you know, and start helping out my husband, because I wasn't working at the time, so I wanted to be able to be a blessing to him. And so I tried eBay. I think eBay was like the very first thing that I tried. Did that for a while, got tired of the packing and going to the post office, and then after I ran out of things around the house trying to figure out what else to sell. So I shortly after I left eBay alone, and I started doing some other things, started, you know, of course, you know, you go on your Google like most people do, and I end up probably, I don't know, I probably have gone probably about 13 programs, maybe even more, you know. It's I think I stopped counting after a while because it was just, you know, it's like too much, you know. In bringing me up current, you know, my DS Domination story looks a little like, you know, the last company. I think we must have all been in the same company. I made a little bit of money, but the problem was that, you know, my team wasn't able to make any money. Every time I'd sign someone up, they wouldn't stay. You know, they would always, you know, I see them about maybe 2 or 3 months and then they'd be gone. You know, it was just kind of like, and it was really depressing. It was depressing to see that, you know, you could recruit. And I'm going to tell you, that was me learning how to recruit was a journey within itself. It took me like, I was online for like 2 years before I even made any money. Wow. You know, just kind of like studying, kind of, you know, really scared to like step out and, you know, like ask people for the sale. That I was terrified of talking to people, and so I was one of those people that came out and all I did was look at the training, watch the training, watch the training, watch the training. And I think after, I ended up getting a mentor one day, and he spent a lot of time with me, and so it helped me to understand, you know, how to close, et cetera, et cetera. And so anyway, last company I was with, Keisha and I just like, that's my buddy over here. We would talk often, and so I'd see her doing something, or she'd see me doing something, and one day I was like, okay, she's pretty serious over here. What is she doing, you know? And so I inboxed her. But let me back it up, because even before then, she inboxed me, and she said, she thinks she's slick. She said, I want you to give this to your son and have your son check it out, because my son is 19. And I was like, okay, because she knew I was focused. I was focused on not making no money. I would get her down, because I wish she would have said earlier, like, Rachel, yeah, you need to stop what you're doing to do this. But Nathaniel. So anyway, you know, with that, she sent a link for my son, and I said, you know, I'm gonna sign up this for him, because he doesn't. Well, he had a job, but he was tired of the job. So I wanted to sign up and let him do this. And so after we signed him up, or I signed him up, he didn't do nothing. I'm like, really? I'm like, I spent $19.99 for you to do this, and you're not doing anything with it, really? So you know, it was like the last week before they was going to take out my subscription again. I was like, you know what, let me go and look at this and see what this is that Keisha sent me to have him do. And so I just started going through the training. The videos were really, really short. It didn't take a long, I mean, like 5 minutes. I'm like, I like this. And then let me tell you, though, before I did all that, I did give Keisha a hard time because I was trying to get Keisha to just tell me what I had to do because I didn't want to go through all those little short modules. And Keisha's like, just watch the videos. So, you know, I did eventually go through the training, started getting really excited, had her to call my son. So my son went and he put up an item. And, like, he sold the item on the first day. First day, he sold something. And then I'm like, oh, if you're selling something, come over here and help me. And so then I put my item up, like I didn't know how to do eBay, right? Put my item up, and like 3 days later, I sold an item. So that was just kind of like the, it raised my belief system because I'm thinking to myself, now I remember when I used to do eBay, you know, I didn't have to recruit anybody, and I could really see where people can do this. I mean, they didn't have to learn how to recruit, they didn't do any of that. So, you know, I was like, okay, I can see this. And then I started seeing Keisha, like, talk about it all the time. Next thing I started seeing her numbers go high. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this. So that's a little bit of my DS story. I don't know if you want me to keep going or not, Pam, but that's the highlight of, you know, me going ahead getting started.
Well, let me ask you a question because I know that, well, of course I know, but you've been doing really, really well lately. Tell me, what was kind of the turning point for you? Because in the past business, you hadn't really made any money. What's different about this business? How did suddenly you go from making no money to now you're making money? I mean, what happened? What's different about this business where you go from making nothing to making money? Because what did you tell everyone what you're doing right now? How much money have you made this month? Share with us, please.
Oh boy, I stopped counting after a while, but I'm probably close to 5K right now.
5K. You just casually throw that out there. It's just, oh, I stopped counting. I made 5K.
Well, you know, I haven't really, because I've been having a lot of things going on, so I really haven't been able to, like, really work like I had been doing. So, but 5K is not bad for somebody who has quite a bit going on, I think.
Well, let me just say this, because I know when I've been tight, I can count every dime. So when you start making money, you don't keep up with it anymore. So you're being very casual about it. You're just like, oh, I stopped counting. I don't have time to keep up with my money anymore. So I mean, like, oh, I think 5K this month. I don't know, 6, 7. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe the maid keeps up with it. So you made 5K this month, right?
Right.
Yeah. What's your goal for this month?
15.
Very good. Okay. So what's different this month? What's happening now with your business that didn't happen before? Because obviously there's something different, right?
Yeah. What's different for me is I'm more focused, you know, and I have a list of things that I do every day. It's, you know, and it's right in front of me. I have it written on my vision board, on my whiteboard. I have it written in my appointment book. So the difference for me is just being really, really focused and consistent and doing the same thing every day.
Right.
And then plug it into, you know, whatever's going on in the team. Pam, I'm on your team, you and Keisha. So, you know, whatever you guys have going on, I'm with you. You know, I'm not over trying to recreate the wheel or try to do something different. You know, I believe, you know, if you see success, you follow it. You know, success leaves clues, and go ahead and follow the clues is what I say.
Yeah, and I think we were with the same company before. I think what happened in other company is just that it was just harder to make money. I think this is a simple business. It's a simple business model, and you give me your opinion, but the copy paste, people always say, is it really that simple? Do you really copy and paste? I go, I really do. I would love to tell you that it's more complex, and I know that we're cautioned against saying the word easy. And income disclaimer, it's not, it may not be this easy for you. If you're unable to copy and paste and follow basic directions, then no, it will not be this simple for you. So that's the income disclaimer. If you can't copy and paste, and no, you will not be able to make money. If you can, then you can. So it really is that easy. I literally just copy and paste. So would you say that this is a very simple business model if you can copy and paste? I like to be careful with my words, folks. So would you say versus the business that you were previously in?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I mean, copy and paste. I mean, it's just that it's that simple.
Yeah.
To just copy and paste if you know how to copy and paste.
Yeah.
You know, the other business model, it required me doing so much more. I mean, Pam, it's really exciting for me because I have teammates who originally joined, and their sole purpose was to go over to eBay and sign up on eBay and make money on eBay. But because they're getting so much success, now they're inboxing me saying, hey, I'm going to be an affiliate. I'm going to start being an affiliate. I'm going to start sharing this with my friends. So I'm not even convincing them or telling them, hey, you need to become an affiliate. I'm actually telling them, no, stay over there and, make some money on eBay. And as you're making money on eBay, then come on over here and upgrade. Because, some of them are, getting assistance. So therefore, but this is an avenue for them to get out of that. And they see hope. They're beginning to dream again. I didn't see that at the other place I was at. I did not see that. So I love the copy and paste model. It's become a lifesaver. And I have a lot of people that will say to me, wow, the owner, Roger, was a genius.
Yeah.
Who would have ever thought, to do something like this? So, yeah.
I say it all the time. I never knew how to do eBay before, but I've been saying in my head, I wish I knew how to do eBay so I could have came up with this program. Because it really is. Not that I ever knew how to, but I'm going, God, they're just like going to be filthy rich because it is a genius system. So because so many people can benefit from it on so many different levels. And the system itself has, I believe, 4 or 5 different income streams within it. And when you talk about multiple income streams within one business, unlike other systems, Carrie was talking about it earlier. Literally, I was saying, other programs, they sell coffee and lotions and stuff like that, but if something, you can't walk away with those systems. It's not a marketable skill. What are you going to do with coffee? Realistically, I don't need coffee at the end of the day, but these are skills that you could take with you for the rest of your life. You could pass them on to your kids. You could, for generations to come. So this is wealth building at its finest level. So thank you so much. And by the way, were you making $5,000 a month at the other company before you left?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely. No.
Had you made $5,000 a year? Curious.
Oh yeah, I think my highest has been probably about 12,000, but that was a whole year, not
the whole year,
not 3-4 months.
And you're projected to make that this month.
Absolutely.
Okay, I just wanted to check. All right, wonderful. Thank you, darling.
Hey, Pam.
Yeah.
That's not counting her eBay profit, right?
Oh no, it's not. That's your affiliate income, so that's not your eBay profits, right?
That's actually both of them together.
Oh, that's both of them together. Okay. All righty.
I think people don't really think you can make real money in the eBay side also.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, when I talk about my income, most for the last couple months, it's just been off of my affiliate income. I usually don't include the other one because I think it would blow people's minds. So that means we got to push Rachel a little bit more, Keisha. We're gonna be pushing her a little bit more.
I will say that starting, I'm $50 away from 10K, so I should have that.
Okay.
For the affiliate, that's affiliate side.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right. We'll go with, speaking of which, let's talk to Miss Valerie Mason over here, grinning and glowing, looking all beautiful. Hey, Val.
Hey, Pam.
Darling, you're just glowing, lighting up the screen. How are you?
I am feeling great. I'm feeling awesome. I'm glad to be here.
You just got everybody on the panel smiling. As soon as you came on, everyone just lit up and was like, oh, Val's here. Ooh, the music came on. And everyone starts smiling and wow. How are you?
Man, I am feeling great. I unfortunately I've made it to the Hangout late because I was stuck at the JOB, and I don't know about you guys if you have a job that it pays the bills, but you just can't stand. That's kind of like where I've been for the past 20 years. And I'm pretty much tired of it. So for 20 years, I was searching hard for some business, any business that I could work from home. And I'm a single mom. I got married early. I had kids early. I divorced early. Just ended up on welfare. I was like the complete total statistic, living in the projects with my 2 kids. It was horrible. And but I still kept searching. And I did a multitude of things. I had a psychic hotline at one time. Let's see, I had a Yahoo store. I sold candles. I sold adult novelties. I did all sorts of stuff. And but I just could not find my groove. There was always something about the business opportunity or the method of making money that just didn't sit well with me. And then last year I was in another opportunity where it was my first time doing internet marketing or doing online marketing. And I struggled again. And I was in this business, and I loved the products, and I loved attending the events, and I loved all the personal development, and it helped me tremendously, but I didn't make any money. So I think I was in that business opportunity for about a year, and I only made $200 for the entire year. And I was kind of like, I don't know what else to do. You know, if you've been searching for so long, you keep trying and it doesn't work out, you keep spending and you don't get anything back, you kind of feel like you just feel like a failure. Like you don't know what is it that everyone else has that you don't. And that's where I was last year when the business that I was in, where I made $200, my sponsor in that opportunity said, hey, Val, why don't you join DS Domination? I'm going to join. And I said, all right, you know, and I looked at it and I put down my money and I joined up and didn't really pay it much attention like a lot of people do when you spend just $20 on something you don't think it has a lot of value. And I took it for granted. But I finally did sit down with the training, and I watched it, and I followed it step by step, and I did exactly what I was told, and I started putting things on eBay, and I started making sales. I think my first sale came about 2 days later, and then another sale, maybe another 2 days, and then a day after that, and it just became one after the other, and I was like, whoa, I'm making money. Like, this is actually happening. You know, I would check my eBay account every single day, and there would be like a little notification that I made money, because unfortunately at my job I can't keep my phone on, so I can't hear the cha-chings like everyone else hears. So my sponsor contacts me, and she says, you know what, I'm not going to do DS Domination. I'm just, you know, I'm going to go back to doing what I did before. So I was stuck. I had no one to really talk to about this opportunity going forward, but I'd already made a few dollars, so I was pretty happy. So I was like, all right, well, you go, I'm going to stay. And I'm so glad that I did, because my first month I went on to make $3,000 on eBay in profit alone. Didn't recruit a soul. My mantra was that I couldn't recruit my mother. I had such horrible times with recruiting people, and I just stuck with it. And I made that in the first month, and I was like, wow, this is really happening. I made $3,000. Really changes how you feel about yourself, how you take care of your family, and how you think about the future. So I then went on to say, let's share it. Let's try to recruit your mother. I don't have my mother in the business, but I decided to like try again. And this is someone who, oh my goodness, I hate talking to people. I hate reading scripts. I hate feeling really weird and phony and confined. So I said, all right, I'm just gonna go for it. And I was a little afraid, but I started telling people, and then I started making affiliate commissions. So like Carrie said, there were my multiple streams of income right there. I had eBay, and then I started making affiliate sales. People started to join me in the business. And then we fast forward, and I started putting things on Amazon. So now I have another stream of income. I have Amazon income coming in. And I'm at a point in my business now. I've only been doing this since October, and here I am in March. And last month, I made more money with my business than I do at my full-time job. And this month, I'm on track to make my first 5-figure month, $10,000. I'm really close. I believe I'm at $7,800 for the month. That's just the affiliate side. Doesn't include eBay. If I include eBay, I probably already hit it. So that's what DS Domination has done for me. it has done some things for my mindset, for my heart, because I had lost so much hope. And when you lose hope, you have like nothing. And for once, my hope is back. And now I know that this job that I just do not like at all is going to be a memory soon. And that's all because I stuck it out. I just stuck it out without a sponsor. I just threw down my money. I invested in the products and the tools, and I kept going. So that's my story, Pam.
Val, girl, I love you to death, like a sister, and you and I have a pact that something's going to be taking place soon. You okay with sharing that?
A pact? All right, Pam. Yes, Pam contacted me. Well, Pam is not my sponsor, but she's my sponsor's sponsor. So she's up there, but she kind of was watching me. She was kind of looking over me, just like Reginald looked over me too, and he kind of put a bug in my ear and told me to do a couple of things, and I just pressed forward. So Pam said to me, we need to talk. And I said, uh-oh. Because I know Pam is like no nonsense person. And she says, why, when are you quitting your job? And I said, I'm thinking about quitting my job at the end of the year. And she's like, why are you waiting so long? Why are you holding on to this false sense of security? Which is true. The people are getting fired left and right at my job, so I don't know what I'm talking about. So just this sense of fear I had to overcome, that I will be okay, that I can take care of myself and my family, that my business will continue to grow. So Pam and I have made a pact. Pam and I have made a pact that once I hit $10,000 a month, it's time for me to resign. So Pam and I have made a pact that I'm going to resign at the end of May. I'm still swallowing that, Pam. I'm still swallowing that. I have pushed up my retirement date. Definitely December is a bit ridiculous at this point, when I'm making more now with my business than I am at home. And probably this month I'm going to make almost double what I make. So the time to quit is near. And it's all because of this opportunity. It's all because of leaders on this panel who have always uplifted me and pushed me and given me tough love. And, they just don't care. They want you to succeed. And you're going to hear things you may not want to hear. You're going to be pushed beyond your limits. You're going to lose sleep. You're going to curse them out underneath your breath. And that's okay, because they're going to help you get to where you want to be. So I'm forever thankful, because not only for this business is helping me quit my job, but I've made new friends. I have a new family. I have a new group of people who understand where I'm coming from, and more importantly, where I want to go, and they want to help me get there. So I have all of you on the panel to thank for that. So thank you so much.
I'm so extremely proud of you, because I want you to share with everyone how much you made last year with the business that you were in.
$200.
Well, you were making $200 a month?
No, I made $200 in like 12 months.
Okay. So, folks, if you haven't clicked on the button yet, this is the time where you really should be doing it, seriously. Because everyone, what we hear a lot is that, oh, well, yeah, of course, you have experience. Of course, that's why you can do it, because you're this person or you're that person. She had been in a business before where she made $200 for the entire year. Last month, after being in how many months?
See, 4? Was that 4? That was February. I started promoting the business in November, so that was December, January, February. So after almost 4 months, I believe I ended the month with $7,000 in affiliate commissions, which is more than I make at my full-time job.
And your sponsor helped you out? How?
My sponsor, no. My sponsor, she decided that this business was too hard.
Okay.
Which I thought was funny, because I'd already made sales by then. But she said no, she was going to move on. And she said, hey, just go in the group, be part, participate in the group, pay attention to what Reginald says, and that's it. And I was like, okay. And so I was on my own.
Nope, you're not a guru. You didn't make $10,000. You didn't come with the big fat list, and
No.
Your sponsor didn't work the business for you. So you went solo, didn't have a big fat list. No huge marketing experience. You're a single mom, work a full-time job. You're doing this on a part-time basis, and then within 4 months, you were able to single-handedly make $7,000, which replaced your full-time income. And you guys still haven't clicked the button? Click the button below, folks. what we're basically saying to you guys is that this business is doable by anyone who wants to do it. You can make money. You should join us now. Go ahead and click on the button below so that you can get started. Will you have the same experience? It's up to you. Are you willing to put in the work? If you're willing to put in the work, then you can have similar results. We're not guaranteeing it. What we're saying is that if she can do it and we can do it, then so can you. It is possible. That's all we're saying. It is possible. If you want to change your situation, then you can. She did it, and she's quitting her job in May, or I'm coming to New York and I'm going to quit for her. So she's either going to quit, or me and Keisha are flying in for her, and we're going to quit. We're going to do that video that Steve Harvey did where he had the quartet come in and sing, and we're going to quit for her. So either she's quitting or we're going to do it in style. So thanks so much, Val. I'm so happy and excited for you because you really deserve this. You've been working your tail off. I have to write down all of those jobs you've had. I didn't know about the, what was it you said? I knew about the psychic line. You said the novelties, and I didn't know about all those. My goodness, girl, you deserve this. 20 years, girl, you deserve this. For
yes.
Sure.
I do. I truly do, and so do you guys. You truly do.
Well, you put in the footwork for sure. If there has never been, I have to get that list from you. I got to get that list. Thank you, honey.
Thank you so much for having me, Pam.
You're welcome. Keisha Bass, my sister. How are you, honey?
I'm doing good.
I haven't talked to you in forever.
I know. Only a few hours ago. I'm still having conversations about the phone call, the mindset coaching call we did today. So that
we talk all the time. So I know a lot about you, but no one else knows a lot about you unless they're on our team. Then of course they know about you because we talk about each other all the time. So tell everyone about your fabulous story and how you became the wonderful and outrageous Keisha Bass.
Awesome. Can you guys see me okay and hear me? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. It seems like my MacBook has internal some internal unrest about it, and I think it wants to retire maybe. And so I may have to retire it in May and upgrade to something else. But anyways, nevertheless, sometimes I have to make sure it's okay. I am Keisha Bass. I'm so excited to be here on this 10K, hangout, club, whatever you want to call it. I've never been in a club of any sort. I wasn't even in Girl Scouts, so I'm excited to be, named among those that are earning 10,000 or have earned 10,000, whether that be on the affiliate side or that's combined eBay and affiliates inside of DS Domination. This company has absolutely changed my life. I am an ex-IT person. Yes, I am very geeky. Okay, although maybe online you don't see that geeky side of me, but I have been in IT for many years. I got started. I thought I wanted to climb to the top of that industry and become a CIO, which means a Chief Information Officer, for those of you who don't know those acronyms. And I got into the corporate America and realized that I did not like punching a clock. I did not like being told when to come to work, and I didn't even like for people to be able to tell me how much money I was able to make. So I went on this quest about 2008 to find something, right? And so I ended up getting into a network marketing company, and I will spare their names because right now they should be kicking themselves for allowing me to not make any money. But I made absolutely no money. Honestly, I spent more money trying to make money than I made since 2008 up until now. I mean, I probably have made in my total career, I won't even mention that. I'll spare myself tonight. But I got into DS Domination in October of 2013. Yes, this October 2013. I was sponsored by the lovely Pam Lawhorn. She sent me the link and said, hey, girl, check this out. And literally life-changing. It was a life-changing chat. I actually will probably frame it and put it on in the wall of my new house that DS Domination will be paying for because it really changed my life. Just going to that link on that day, and many of you have been sent the link, right, that are watching this tonight. You've been sent the link from somebody that loves you very much for you to get involved in something tonight. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm a mentor for you, Pam, and I'm going to mention some incomes in just a minute. And I want to say that, you know, results may vary, right? Because I don't know your story. I don't know, you know, if you know how to, you know, copy paste. I don't know if you know how to, you know, share pictures on Facebook, which is how I've done the number that I've been able to do is really sharing pictures on Facebook. YouTube videos, I have about 500 YouTube videos, but that doesn't have to be your story, right? But since joining in October, I think I did about, let's be conservative and say in October I did about $2,000, okay? That was not bad, you know, considering I hadn't done, you know, much of anything in previous companies. I was pretty excited. It didn't take me much. I got my first sale in 24 hours, right? So I signed up, got a sale in 24 hours. I sold a lovely toaster. Tell you what it is. I mean, you can go sell toasters tonight. I sold a toaster and sold 24 hours. I had downloaded the eBay app. I didn't even know what the cha-ching was. So me and my son are getting ready. My son's getting ready for school. We hear this cash register go off, and we're just like looking at each other like, what was that? And you know, what do you know? We had actually sold something that I listed the night before. I didn't use any of my internet marketing skills. I didn't make my listing all pretty and put some kind of HTML code in it or anything. I didn't know anything about how to title it. I just simply followed the simple videos that are inside the training, and I was able to sell that item within 24 hours. Fast forward to today, actually, February was my, well, actually it wasn't last month. It was my largest month, but now it's not my largest month. February with DS Domination, just on the affiliate side, I want to say I did about $13,000 in affiliate commissions. Income, you know, disclaimer, your results may vary, right? I can't say you will do the same thing if you get in tonight. Actually, I can tell you you're not going to do that tonight if you get in, okay? But I do want you to know that it is possible. Now, what I can do is I can guarantee you won't be able to do it if you don't get started tonight. So if I were you, I would click that button, join now, and get started tonight. Get with your sponsor, let them know that you're in, and tell them, you know, I'm ready to get rocking and rolling, so that I can create. So, you know, we got a few spots that are left on this panel up here. So there's definitely room for more income, more 10K income earners inside this company. We're just getting started. I like this analogy. My husband called me today. He said, babe, you know, we're just really in second gear. We really haven't even got going good. Like Jim Glidden even said, we haven't even gotten going real good. And so you're really at a really a key time, because if anything you know, anything I know, okay, I like to talk from my own point of view, I know timing and positioning is key, right? And so, you know, you'll never be able to get in on the beginning of the Facebook, right? And there was probably a lot of people that, you know, Zuckerberg probably called them up and said, hey, I'm getting ready to do something big. This thing is going to go global. There's going to be you know, I don't know how many. He probably just said, you know, 1 million people, right? He probably didn't even realize like how big this was really going to be. And so if you're here tonight, you're in a very good time, because we're just getting started, right? I mean, we haven't even got a good stride going. If you run track, you know, if you run a long distance, you know, you're going to get a good stride. Well, we ain't even got the good stride going just yet. So you can get in now and capitalize on the timing, okay, and the positioning, actually. So I'm just excited to be here this month, because I know Pam's going to ask me. This month I'll probably do about $20,000, right? And honestly, income result, you know, income disclaimer, your results will may vary. I probably have double my income every single month. And I don't know. I just know that, I mean, it's an awesome, amazing company. People, everyday average people, okay? Because this is key. And this is why it's so awesome. It's because people can come in and don't know a single thing, right, about internet marketing or nothing like that. You don't need to know any of that, right? You can just come in, watch the videos, and get started. And that's the thing that's so different about this company. Whereas in other companies that we have been in, that all of us on the panel have been in the same company, that, you know, we've been in where you had to know, you know, blogging or SEO. You had to know something. You're going to have a skill set, a very strong skill set to get traffic to your website. Well, there's no traffic, right? Because eBay is driving traffic all day long. So there's no, you don't need to be worried with that technical aspect. So it's just an amazing company. It's an amazing ride. I'm so glad that I'm with the unit of prosperity. I wouldn't want to be with any other team inside of DS Domination. Okay, I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm on the best team. I'm so glad that Pam sent me the link and she was connected to the unit of prosperity, because if she hadn't been, I don't know, you know, I'd be in a different position right about now. But I'm glad to be here. I'm glad for everybody on the panel. Thanks for having me. You guys rock it out, okay?
Awesome. You and Keisha is so modest. I mean, I think, well, first of all, Keisha has been, I sponsored Keisha, but Keisha's been an amazing teammate. She is responsible for all of the amazing women. I have to say, I'll speak for, I mean, it's a couple of guys on here right now, Reginald, of course, and then Carrie, but we have some of the most amazing women in the UOP. The women of the UOP rock, seriously. And all of the amazing women that's on this panel, I am so proud to say are part of my team. And I love all of you guys. I mean, you guys really are amazing. And they, except for Val, all came through Keisha. So, I mean, just greatest women in the world. And I'm so thankful that when I dropped the ball initially, that Keisha ran with it. And when I say ran, this girl ran. Ran like mad. I mean, mad woman, like woman out of control. Like when I say mad woman, I mean mad woman, hair all over her place and just no makeup on, just running. So she was all over the place.
Really, that's really what it was like too, Pam. When after I got results, and I realized, because many of us have been, in this industry, we've sponsored people and told them, oh yeah, this is it, this is gonna be the big one. We're about to really make it big and everything. And so when you finally find something, you're like, wait a minute, that was easy. Okay, now that was really easy, right? And so even with Rachel, she was saying like, I really did have, I did have a heart for her son. I'm not gonna even lie, I did, because I knew that he could do this. I knew he could do this, right? And I was like, even if his mom doesn't do it, I knew that Cassius, which is Rachel's son, I was like, college students, because I know he's just out of high school. I'm thinking like he's gonna go and bust his back, throwing boxes at UPS when he could actually use UPS to work for him. And so that's really why. And so I thought, well, Rachel was doing her thing, and like she said, she wasn't making no money. But hey, I just figured, you know what? I'll save your son. If I can't save you, at least let me save the son, okay? And so, when she caught the vision, and Rachel's a powerful recruiter, right? I'm definitely, gonna get her number. We gotta get her numbers up, right? It's like, no, you're powerful. And like I always tell people like, well, I don't have a lot of eBay results, right? Well, you don't need to be an Olympic swimmer in order to throw a life vest to your friend.
Yeah.
I always say that. When you have something that I know, this will save a life, right? Some people have filed bankruptcy and all they needed was an extra $500 a month. Well, hello, you can do that. We can definitely show you how to do an extra $500 a month. Close your eyes, hello, pick some stuff out the air and list it. I don't know. We can definitely show you how to do that. But it's not like it is easy. It is easy, but you're gonna put some work in, right? We're not saying that you're just gonna get an eBay account and then just kind of go lay on the beach or whatever. No, you're gonna list some items, but it's the easiest work you're gonna ever do, ever.
Well, you can list from the beach.
Because I'm laying on the beach this year, okay?
Yeah, I know that's right.
I did my work though. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm saying, some sleepless nights. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, mad woman. Absolutely.
If you guys remember the movie Forrest Gump, and when Forrest just kept running, they said, "Run, Forrest, run." That was Keisha. It really was, seriously. Every time I saw Keisha on Facebook, she was like posting something else, and that's what really, honestly, got me back into the business, because Keisha kept posting, saying, I'm doing this, and then I would see things from all of these ladies here talking about how much money they were making, and I realized they were on my team. And true story. And then someone sent me a message saying that I was on the leaderboard. Now this is crazy, because I was doing a whole nother business, and I was on the leaderboard, and I don't know if I messaged Keisha to say where was the leaderboard. Ignorance motion. Because here's what I was doing, folks. This is a story of how one person, me, can make money, cash out from their phone, because that's all I was doing. I wasn't even checking the back office. I was just cashing. I make $500, transfer it over. So I didn't even know how much money I was making on a monthly basis. All I knew was when I got to $500, I'd take it out, and didn't even know that I was on the leaderboard or making that much money. And I think Keisha told me where to find the leaderboard at. Ignorance on fire, and was ranking on the leaderboards and making enough money and had a huge downline. I think at the time I had over 1,000 people in my downline, maybe 1,200 people, 15. Had no clue just how big my team was really growing, and I'm over here doing some foolishness and nonsense. From, I think, 30 people that I originally put in, and only 10 of them were affiliates, because Keisha was running amongst other people, and all of these people were growing on my team. So I say all that to say that people think that you have to have a big team, you have to recruit a whole bunch of people, and you have to sign a lot of people up, and you don't. I was over selling stuff on eBay and making a few $1,000s a month all by myself, and meanwhile was growing several $1,000s a month in income. So folks, again, if you haven't clicked on the link below, this is real. This is real money. Full-time income was being created. Thousands of dollars per month was being made, while I had no clue, because I was just cashing out $500 at a time and literally had enough to pay all my bills and didn't even realize it because I was just transferring the money. So with that being said, thank you, Keisha.
You're welcome. Thank you.
It's on fire.
Thank you for taking the chance, okay, sending me the link. I'm glad you got focused enough to send me the link, okay?
I'm glad that I did too, because otherwise I wouldn't be on this 10K. I'd be somewhere doing some other foolishness and not here to share this story with you guys.
Awesome.
So, Mr. Stinson.
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun. Hello, Reginald.
All right, so you know I hate coming up last like it's the grand finale or something.
It is the grand finale.
Oh, it is. Oh, yes.
You get to do the Russell Simpson. God bless you. Good night.
All right, well, thank you,
Reggie.
I should have known he was gonna do something crazy. But appreciate you all for all that you do, and all that you've done and contributed to the team and into my life. You all have really played a major part in my life and the things that I do for the team, so on and so forth, all the touchy stuff. But anyway, what really brought me here to DS Domination is my story is similar to a lot of the other people out here. You know, we was in the same company. You know, I was making money. My team was not making any money for the most part. And honestly, when I first came into DS Domination, I was actually tired of the industry. I mean, I can tell a long-winded story prior to that, but I'm not going to get into all that tonight because we pretty much cover that on every Hangout. But throughout the industry, throughout the years, like I said, I had individual accolades. I did okay for the most part. We had our first six-figure year in 2012. We did it again last year. Was in a couple companies last year. One of them went out of business. You know, so, but anyway, up until this point, like I was saying, I got tired of recruiting when I joined DS Domination because my team was not making money, and I did not feel as a leader that I was doing my team, you know, any justice, and it kind of made me question myself as to, am I really a good leader? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do to lead them? Because I'm making money, but they can't make money, and I know they're doing everything they're supposed to do, but it kind of made me second guess, you know, what I was doing to them or how I was training them and leading them. You know, when in actuality, those companies are only set up for a certain type of person to win in. But long story short, I got into DS Domination for self, honestly. I was only going to do the eBay because a friend of mine called me and we were kind of catching up or whatever. And he didn't call to pitch me about DS Domination. He actually called to learn about a lead capture page or something like that because he know I'm good at that type of stuff. Long story short, I asked him what he was doing. He told me he was selling pots and pans on eBay and killing it. And he sounded pretty excited because, you know, I know this person never really had, you know, any real success in his industry before. And for that matter, online, I never really heard him really make any money online, you know. And for him to be excited about something, I knew it was something I had to inquire about. Not to mention eBay is something that always intrigued me. It's something that I always wanted to do because it's passive. You don't have to deal with people if you don't want to, and you know you can always make money. You control your income essentially. It's not dependent upon you building an organization. So I joined that night at the pro level, like some of you all are at right now. We're gonna get to that later, But I joined at the pro level, and the first week, I don't remember what week it was. I probably will find out here in a second. But I made $1,100 my first week in profit while I was on vacation. I was actually in Mississippi visiting parents or whatever, away from the computer. I had all these emails of these sales coming in, and me being new, I probably shouldn't have allowed that to happen because I had to stay up all night to process them. But it was pretty cool because it only took me about 15 minutes to find this item to put on eBay. So once I saw how easy it was, I hate to say easy, so I'm not even going to use that word. Once I saw how simple it was for me to do this, because compared to anything else that I've done before online, it always involved recruiting to get a check, you know. But once I saw how simple it was to make $1,100 in a week, you know, it was something that I felt that I owed it to the people that I've done business with to share with. Because in reality, you know, the company that I was in before DS Domination, you know, we had these big $3,000 days or whatever, and not knocking that, but it was kind of like an illusion in a sense, because you see that and you think that you're making all this money, but the reality sets in when I don't know what I was doing, but I ended up going in one day and actually adding up what my income was, and I realized with that particular company, I wasn't making all the money I decided to make. And actually, I just got the 1099 here, and I would show it to you, but I don't want to show the company name. But I realized I only made like $20,000 with that company. So I got all these what we get, 1099s or whatever. But you know, but that particular company was only $20,000. I'm like, man, that's not enough money. So, you know, I found myself dipping into savings. We had savings just to survive, so that I wouldn't have to go back to work and tell my wife that I retired last year, hey, you got to go back to Panera Bread, you know, and be a manager or whatever. So that would have never flew pretty well. So DS Domination basically changed our life. It changed a lot of lives for people that are on this team, most importantly, because I always understood what my abilities were. But most importantly, you know, the people that you're bringing into business, which is most important to me, I knew that this was something that the average person, you know, that with full confidence, I can say that if they can follow instructions, that it's a few things that you have to be able to do. You have to be coachable, you have to be able to follow instructions, and you have to have basic computer skills. Now, if you have those three things, that this is something that the average person can do and actually make money without having to do all the stuff I had to do in the past in these other companies, personal development, all this training and all that, which nothing is wrong with that. But in reality, if you've been in network marketing a while, you understand that exceptional people in network marketing are the ones that make the big checks. You know, that's the reality. People don't want to talk about that. This is stuff that leaders don't talk about, but this is the reality. But with DS Domination, you can be some dude who don't talk to anybody, an introvert or whatever it's called, that does not communicate with anybody, and actually make more money than a person in network marketing, in a sense, or the most people in network marketing. You got people right now on our team that are very, I guess you can call it private people, that are making 5 figures a month in profits on eBay. So it's something that I didn't take lightly. So fast forwarding, once I saw the value in DS Domination, I think a week later I upgraded to Elite, and then a week after that, I don't know what the time frame was, but I remember Carrie called me when I was driving out of town, and they were actually running a promotion, and I actually bought all the products, and I actually overcharged my credit card. And I say that, and I'm going to show you that tonight, because people don't believe that. And this is only a $20 decision, and some of you all are battling with this $20 decision. Should you spend it? And you have the money in your bank account, and we were in a position that we really technically didn't have the money. We were living off savings, and my wife didn't. Hopefully she ain't watching this Hangout, but because I'm sure telling it all. But she did not even know that we were living off savings. And you know, I was like, okay, I'm going to get a job for the health insurance, but really I'm going to get a job so, you know, we can get out the savings. But you know, so anyway, hopefully she's not on here. But anyway, like I was saying, we was living on savings, so I had to do some things to take risk, so that because I felt within my heart that this will work. So actually, let me switch this over real quick so I can show you this. Where's the screen share? Okay, so we're gonna do this, and before I really get into this, guys, let me throw out another disclaimer. Okay. Your results may vary. This is just an example of what's possible. I'm not telling you to do what I did. You have to use your own judgment. However, your results may vary. We're not guaranteeing any income. This just serves as an example of what's possible if you take massive action. So like I was saying, most of y'all know about this Chase Ink, whatever, Ink Cash card or whatever. Let me see if I can find this thing, okay? Actually, let me switch it back because I don't want to show you my information here. I lost the page, so I got to log back in. Hold on, let me switch it back.
Don't show us too much of the big butt. Big bag.
Yeah, let me log in first, and then I'm gonna switch it over. Hold on a second.
Hey, Ray, got a message from your wife. She's watching.
Oh, girl. Do not say that.
Foolishness. I'm just kidding. She didn't message me though.
He said, "What? You dipped into our what? You dipped into our child's college money?"
Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if this is it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, because you hear people talk about this stuff all the time, but not many. I mean, some of this stuff is not believable. So we're actually going to show you. Well, I'm going to show you tonight. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I don't see anything now for some reason. We'll see. But anyway, while this is loading up, I assume that's what this is doing. I am going to switch this back over and show you this. Okay. All right. So anyway, like I was saying, guys, I actually overcharged a credit card to buy all the products because I saw the value in it, and this is not the right one. Hold on a second. Give me one more second here, and we're gonna do this September. Okay, I'm sure this is it. So, yep, this is it. Okay, so let's switch it back over to screen share.
That's what happens, guys, when you got too many bank accounts. The money is in the Swiss Alps.
Okay, so here we go. This is what I was talking about. All right, can y'all see that? Carrie, you're muted. Talk to me.
Yeah, we got it, baby.
All right, so this happened 9/21. I actually joined DS Domination in September, I believe. All right, and this is not a hype call. You know, we're not hypey, this and that, blah, 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 dog and pony show. This is not that type of business. But this is the reality, because some of you all are faced with this in your life right now. You're probably living on credit cards, and that's where we were, you know, so that we wouldn't exhaust our savings. We was back and forth between credit cards and, you know, living off savings, because the money that I thought I was making, I really wasn't. So I had to do something to make money or get a job, which I actually applied for a couple of jobs, and I walked off of them because I'm just psychologically unemployable, and I knew that it wasn't going to get me to where I wanted to be ultimately. But here's the point here. If you see here under 9/21, where I'm highlighting, DS Domination $4.99. Okay, I don't know what the other one is, but the point is, I'm going to scroll up here and show you this, that I'm not joking. Okay, balance over credit line, $2,900. My credit limit on this card is $2,000. I went over by $2,900 because I saw the value in the opportunity, and I just took the risk. It was either do or die, you know, for us, for the most part, do or die. And I went for it. I went all in, not just from a monetary standpoint, not from a point of buying products, not of a point of, well, I don't know if I'm going to make my $20 back, not from a point, well, I don't know if I'm going to make my $500 back, but I went for it because I saw an opportunity. I saw how simple it was to make money, and I went for it. Now, fast forwarding from that, okay, I'm going to go back over here again. This card is actually paid up now. I'm just using it for business now, but I'm actually inside of it. And you see, I'm not over the credit limit anymore. I actually paid it off, but I started using it again for business. So that's another story. But fast forwarding, again, your results may vary. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I just feel compelled to do this tonight because, again, there's somebody that's contemplating or trying to decide tonight, should you invest $20 or should you get the Elite or should you get the Unleashed or the other products that we have? Even though it's only $20, I understand that, you know, some of you all may not have more than $20 tonight to get started. If that's all you have and you want to go for it, go for it. Take action now. Click the button below, the green button below to get started. But if you're contemplating and you're trying to decide whether or not should you get all the products, you should go for it, in my opinion, especially if you have the money. I didn't really technically have the money, and I went for it again because I saw the opportunity and I understand the power of being in position to receive, you know, income. And through me doing that, not only through me making that investment in my business, but also through doing that and going out building my business. As you see, payout to date, I got paid $90,000 in 6 months. I actually, some of it hadn't come yet, but I actually made over $100 and some thousand if you combine Amazon, and which I would log into my eBay account and show you that, and PayPal. But I'm not going to do all that tonight because I don't want y'all seeing personal information. This right here, I can kind of hide stuff. But Amazon accounts, eBay accounts, to show you all that, actually, we do 5 figures every single month on Amazon, on Autopilot, without recruiting. So if I stop recruiting today and my whole team decide they want to quit or whatever they want to do, guess what? I'm still a 5-figure monthly income earner, and there's no other business out there that anyone can say that, you know, if my team quit, I'm still making 5 figures. So that's what makes DS Domination so powerful and so strong. But going back to what I was saying, you see $90,000 is here, okay, 6 months. And I want you to understand that most of the people that are on my team right now, I only brought probably 10 people from the last deal that we were in. You know, prior to that, we was in another company, and I don't know, only a few came with me in the Power Network, probably like 10, the same 10. And then over here, the same 10 came, okay, to DS Domination. But outside of those 10 people, the other thousands of people, however many people on our team now, 9,000 or whatever it is, all of those people are new. We never worked together in any other company before. So don't think that, you know, Reginald Stinson is some guru marketer that had this large list and this huge following online, and he brought these people over to DS Domination with him, and that's how he was able to make $140,000, $50,000, probably close to $150,000 now in 6 months. That did not happen, all right? That did not happen. And actually, prior to the other company before DS Domination, I actually almost killed my credibility online, which that's a whole nother subject, trying to promote all these different programs, which again, that's a whole nother training. But anyway, you know, so I didn't really have all that. But if you, as you see here, guys, what I'm trying to tell you is, I was not born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I'm not this guru with this huge following on the internet. I didn't have none of that prior to DS Domination. I'm just a normal dude that was hungry and went to war for his family, or went to battle for his family, or whatever terminology I should be using right now. But the point is, I went for it for my family. Because if I did not go for it, chances are this house that we have, even though it's not our dream home, it's our first home, it's a starter home, we probably would have ended up homeless. I mean, and I didn't want to fail my family. I didn't want to fail my wife. I didn't want to fail my son. I didn't want to fail my daughter. And that is something that you all really need to take a self-examination and look at. If I don't take massive action now and go to work now, I'm failing myself. When you quit, okay, especially a business like this, when you quit, you're not quitting on us, you're quitting on your family. You're quitting on yourself. You're failing yourself. All right, and I could not afford to do that. And of course, like I said, guys, I went to work, and now you see, here, again, your results may vary, but like I'm saying, we went from, going back to when we first got married. I was working at Chick-fil-A making $12,000 a year. Probably less than that. I'm probably being nice saying $12,000. $12,000 a year. Food stamps. 10 care. If you're in Tennessee, you know what that is. Lived in a bad neighborhood. Went through 4 or 5 car repossessions. The worst one is when I was on my job and my car got repossessed, and I'm having to explain that to my employees. Wife, at the time, we got married young. She worked at Panera making $8 an hour. She was with that company for 8 years, and she managed to get up to I think $14 or $15 an hour, but still, that's really no money now that you think about it, especially with the family size that we have. And for a long time, she made more money than me, on her job, And I'm like, if we keep going down the same path that we are going down, we're going to be working for the rest of our lives, okay, living paycheck to paycheck. So we went to work, okay? We went to work because it is a corporation, so my wife does help me out. But we went to work, and like I was saying, if you look at this week, the 17th, well, we're going to go to the 18th. You see $3,700 deposit. There goes another one on the 18th, $1,400. Here goes another one, 19th, 20th. Going to get another one tomorrow. These come in day after day, month after month, week after week or whatever. It's going to be year after year. And what I'm trying to explain to you, I'm not trying to, hype you up or anything like that. And don't take this as me trying to guarantee an income, because I'm definitely not doing that. But I'm just showing you what's possible, guys, if you go to work, because there's so much BS out there online. I'm just going to keep it real and candid with you all tonight. This is not your professional dog and pony type of hangout or business presentation. This is straight candid, and I think that's all I need to do on this screen share. You all seen enough of my back office, okay? But anyway, this is not the type of hangout to where we're gonna get on here, fluff you up and lie and tell you a bunch of crap that's not even real, because everybody on here, for the most part, through my knowledge, has never had any success at all, really, to this magnitude until they join DS Domination. We're not, these superhero type marketers, that have these entourages like some people do, and they're untouchable. We're normal people. You can call us. You can talk to us. All right? We're not going to, have this entourage or bodyguards or anything like that with us, that you can't talk to us, or, we're not too good not to answer the phone. All right? We are real people, and we want to help you to succeed. The only thing that's separating you from us is you taking action in a few months of service, because we've been in this business longer than you. Other than that, you have the same opportunity. You are afforded the same opportunity that we have here today. If you go out there and you take massive action, don't make any excuses, because excuses keep you broke. Let's be honest. All right? Excuses does not produces the juices. Okay? That's not even proper language. All right? But what I'm trying to say is, you are afforded the same opportunity that everyone on this panel have. You have the same opportunity to make the same kind of money we have. Some of you all have an opportunity to make more money than we make. All right? But what I'm saying is, don't compare yourself to us, of course. Don't come in expecting, to make $100,000 in 6 months. It actually took me personally, and this is not really to scare you all, but partially this was my fault, okay? And I'm going to be straight up honest with you, but it took me approximately probably 6 years to make my first 6 figures online, and partially, well, the majority reason why is because it was my fault. I had an ego. Most people ain't gonna get on no Hangout until they have an ego, okay? I had an ego, all right, and I was caught into the multiple income stream bomb, which nothing is wrong with that at all, but it's all in the way that you do it. And of course, if you look at any top income earner in the industry that's really making some serious money, they're known for one thing. But I was trying to do things that were not duplicatable, whatever the word is. You all know what I'm trying to say. It wasn't duplicable to the masses, and I was doing those things and confusing my team and lost the following, so on and so forth. So I found myself, every time I left a company or whatever happened with that company, I had to start all over again. So it took 6 years for the light bulb to go off. And here tonight, we're sharing with you something that's going to shortcut you from going through the same pitfalls that we went through to get to where we are now. We're sharing that with you tonight so that you won't have to go through that. But the point is, guys, it's only $20 to get in the game. You know, you holding on to it like it's your last $20, but you know you finna go to Hardee's or something as soon as we get off this hangout and go buy something that's probably going to cost you to have a heart attack, you know, if you keep eating that food. Okay? So be honest with yourself. Do a self-examination. Look at where you are right now and think, okay, if you don't do something right now to change the quality of your life, because the problem that most people have, especially in America, and I'm American, don't think I'm from, you know, I forgot, here in Tennessee, they think I'm from some other country. I'm not from another country. Okay, I'm from America, so I can say this. But anyway, in America, a lot of people think that they have all the time in the world to change their life. You don't know what can happen. So, you know, something drastic can happen in a split second. You know, you can lose your job tomorrow and you're saying, hey, I'm going to wait, you know, to next year to do something. Or, you know, something that it requires a whole lot of money can happen tomorrow. You know, you can wreck your car or your car can blow up or whatever. You know, not wishing any of that bad stuff on you, but what I'm saying is, don't think that you have all the time in the world to make a decision to change your life, because honestly, you don't. You know, we don't control the events that make it happen in our life that would change our life, you know, in a drastic way or in a positive way. But you have an opportunity today to make a decision to change your life in a positive way and prepare yourself for the future. Because again, most of you all that are watching this, you know, I know for sure that if you do not do something now, you're going to be working for the rest of your life, and it really saddens me every time I go. I hate going to Walmart now because it's so depressing to me. Walmart, Kroger's, I don't know what kind of stores you all have in your areas, but sometimes it depresses me because I see so many elderly baby boomer people working now. You don't even see, normally Kroger's and Walmart was the job for the, you know, the people in college or, you know, the high school kids. But now it seems like the people who have, you know, paved the way for us, this generation, us on here, are now having to go back to work because their Social Security is not enough to live on. That saddens me. Seeing an 80-year-old lady, and I'm not exaggerating, this is fact. I actually took a picture of it and put it on Facebook. An 80-year-old lady picking up some bleach and she can't even lift it up. She's shaking, her arm shaking like it's about to fall off. You know, and I'm like, why do they have her at the cash register? You know, it doesn't make any sense. And I promised, okay, whatever I have to do legally so that I don't be that baby boomer at Walmart, my wife is not that baby boomer at Walmart, that we're not back on food stamps, that we're not homeless, that we're not living paycheck to paycheck anymore, whatever it is I have to do, however I have to go to work. And in this country, we have all the opportunities in the world to make this happen, so don't think that it's not possible. But whatever it is that you have to do, okay, to make it happen, again, go make it happen, guys. So with that being said, I don't know. Let me see. I wrote down some notes here. Okay, let me see. Okay. Oh, whatever. Screw the notes. All right. But anyway, guys, whatever it is that you have to do to get started, like I was saying, like Pam say, donate plasma, whatever. Just do it. What I'm saying, do it. I had to pawn stuff to get in my first business. Whatever it is you have to do, do it. And don't give up so easy. It's not gonna be. It's no easy road to success, guys. You got to go through some things to get the life that you want. But one thing that I can assure you is that I worked a whole lot harder. Okay, and right now we're doing like $40,000-$50,000 a month right now if you combine Amazon and stuff in as of late. All right, but I've worked a whole lot harder on construction jobs that I've worked. You know, I worked at the Nissan plant, all these warehouse jobs and grocery store jobs, and even Walmart, which Walmart, they treat their employees bad, okay? And anybody that worked there will tell you that. I worked all those places harder for them for $7 an hour. The most I probably made on a job, you know, was $12, all right? For that little chump change, all right, than I did for what I am now. Not saying that, you know, this is going to be easy. But if you think about it, you know, psychologically, I guess it's something that you feel like you need to do as an employee. But you work harder sometimes for other people than you do for yourself. But don't get me wrong, I'm going hard for my business. But as I look back over my life, I worked so much harder for pennies at a construction site or in a warehouse somewhere than I do now from the comfort of my home. So you have the opportunity tonight to design your life. Okay, we're not here to hype you up. As you see, I don't really consider myself a proper speaker. I probably use broken language about 24 times. So if you are an English teacher, you're probably cringing right now because you're like, this guy's not speaking proper grammar. But guess what? You don't have to speak proper grammar to be a six-figure income earner. You do not have to graduate from high school to be a six-figure income. Guess what? I didn't graduate. I got a GED. You don't have to have a college degree to be a six-figure income earner. It doesn't matter, guys. This is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter what your deal is. So go ahead, get started. It's only a $20 decision. And if you have the means of getting the other products, don't wait till you figure it out. I've been in this company 6 months. I still don't know half of the crap some of the people in the company know about shipping, you know, all the technical questions we get in. I don't know nothing about none of that. You can ask them. I send them straight up there. You don't have to know everything about the stuff. Stop trying to think that you have to have it all figured out before you position yourself and take massive action, because you don't. You just have to take imperfect action, like Keisha Bass say, and do something now to change your life. So with that being said, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox, my rant, whatever you want to call it. Pam, I don't know if you want me to close it out, if you want to close it out, but what I'm saying is, guys, click the link below, because this company has changed our life. And when I say our life, or lives, or whatever the proper terminology is for the English people, it has. And everybody on here will attest to that and tell you the same thing. I'm done.
Well, what can you say after that? I mean, you can't really say anything after that. You can't follow up. For the English people, God bless you. Good night. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. And again, click on the link below. It will be one of the best decisions you've ever made. Everyone on this panel tonight literally is making $10,000 a month and above, $50,000 a month after 6 months. Outrageous. $25,000 a month, $15,000 a month. I mean, outrageous, folks. $30,000 this month. Outrageous, folks. Join us or keep watching us, but either way, it's going to keep going up. We want you to join us, though. So click on the link below. You'll be happy you did, and we'll see you on the next Hangout. Good night, guys.
Wait, Pam, when is the next Hangout? You got to let them know.
Oh, Sunday. Sunday, we have our Winning Women's Network. So please get with the person who put you here. Better yet, get on our team, and you'll get the information in our team group. So click on the link below, join us, don't keep watching us, just get in our group and you'll get all the information. So click on the link below and you'll get it in our group, the Unit of Prosperity. So don't just keep watching and coming to each Hangout and being a bystander. Go ahead and join. It's $20. Why do you want to keep coming to this Hangout as a bystander? Go ahead and, would you say don't go to Hardee's? You don't need to go to Hardee's. That's not good for you anyway. Go ahead and use that $20 and join, and then you can get the information in the group. So we don't need to tell them where they need to come to. They need to go ahead and join and get the information in the group. Stop playing with it and go ahead and join. What we say, you can do plasma. Lady said last week you could pick up cans. And what was the other one I said? Or you can go to the pawn shop. And then Jen said, or you can borrow your friend's credit card. That's a new one. So we got 4 options for you. If you don't have the $20, you can get plasma. You can pick up cans. You can go to the pawn shop, and Jen said that you can borrow a friend's credit card. So now no excuses. You got 4. We just gave you 4 ways that you can join if you don't have the money. So go ahead and click on the link below, and if you don't have the money tonight, we gave you 4 ways that you can get it, and you can come back to this page and you can join. All right, good night, guys.
Good night. Tap that vein. Tap that vein.
Right.
Free button.
Click on the link and then go use those 4 ways and you can join.